Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je prends le lait de soleil. Je veux m'en manger. Merci beaucoup. Oui, baguette. Bisous. That was so embarrassing. I don't know why I did that.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, God. If anyone knows that reference, you're elite.
You're the elite.
You are one of the elite.
Elite.
Yeah. Well, anyways, bonjour.
Mademoiselle.
Bisous. Je m'appelle Jamie August.
Jamie August.
Yeah. We're bilingual.
Yeah.
Island gal me through in Dominican.
I'm Gareth.
That's Gareth. That wasn't very
Gareth.
French. And Falcha to be sober. The podcast where one of us is drunk.
Okay.
That's where you come
And the
in.
other one is, I thought you were going to, and the other one's sober.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know what's wrong with us today. This is our whole podcast. I think in our bio it just says sorry for the mess. So we are messy people.
Yeah.
People.
Because we were like, we were talking earlier on and we were like, I was in a humour. Jamie was also, we just had a bad week.
We just have a bad week.
And
Work has not been good, girlies.
Jamie was like, we don't have to do it today if you don't want to. And I was like, no, we'll do it. Because like I was like, if we don't do it today, I don't feel like we'll ever do it again.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know what came over us.
I think we just like smoked a bit of crack or something.
Honestly, it fucking feels like that.
We just had like a good laugh and fit there.
Yeah.
But it was good. Gareth's gonna put it in the podcast right now. Bonjour.
You laugh French. You said it French.
I got some salt on my stomach. I got some salt on Ah! I didn't mean that. Oh. I'm crying. I'm crying. Did you do it?
I did.
Oh wow, isn't that magic editing? See, like you guys would be listening to that straight away, but for us it's like we don't hear
20
anything.
minutes.
Yeah, we hear nothing. Do you know
We
what I
actually
mean?
walked the shop. No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
See, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Oh my god, what are we doing? What the fuck is this vodka?
What?
There must be something in
There's
this
something
vodka
in that
because I've
vodka.
never.
Anyways.
Yeah, let's move on.
But yeah, so how has your week been, Gareth, aside from the depression?
That's pretty much occupied it all, to
Yeah.
be quite honest with you, vibes.
Yeah.
Hasn't been good, has not been
No.
good. How has yours been?
I mean, it's been exact. I haven't had depression this week. Well, I'm not. Just to make clear, we're not making fun of depression because we both suffer from it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I haven't been like suffering this week with like sadness or anything. It's more so like frustration.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've just like had a really busy week in work, but like personally, I just feel like I've been letting myself down in work every day this week. Like I just have not been up to standard, and it's affecting my work. I think, like people who've been tattooed by me, it's not like my work is affecting you because I feel like I still do good tattoos.
You do.
But it's more so like I just feel like I'm in my head about everything too much. But this week it's been a little rough. I was not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But we're here now. We're having a good time. I think I just needed a little bit to blow off steam, or just like see a friend or something, because I've just been work all week.
Yeah.
So like as soon as we met up, it was just fun. Do you know what I mean?
I could even tell, like, when we were like even like texting each other, I could tell like both of us were just fed up.
We just were not there.
We're not.
Yeah.
Like, no, because we would send voice notes to each other, just like talking about random shit.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
It was just like text messages, and we
You're
never
like, yeah,
sent text.
yeah, now.
Cool. Sounds good. Talk
I
to you
knew
later.
both of us were, which is good. I feel like we both know each other now.
Yeah. Well,
Like this, like we didn't know each other before. But
nice to meet you.
no, I feel like we know each other like when we're both like kind of.
In our moods, in our depression sessions.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
Oh, tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
Usually my depression sessions, they
Sure.
like, as we said before, I'm not making fun of this. I've like struggled with this my
Yeah.
entire life,
Yeah.
pretty much, but it's spiked a lot since the panoramic.
Yeah.
And usually when I get my depression sessions, they last a good day or two, but this one is just clinging on. So
She's holding on to you.
she won't let go.
She won't let go, lassie.
She won't let go.
Holding on to dear life.
So I'm just hoping. I mean, I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Just a sense of relief.
That's it. Yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're good. We'll be fine. We deal with this all the time. God, this intro was, we were so fine, and now look at us, we're like in the depths of hell.
I still feel, because I've only eaten a sandwich and I'm drinking.
Tell the audience what you're drinking. That's the same as always.
Yeah. Vodka. But I don't know. It feels weird.
Why does it feel weird?
It just feels like this vodka is like has something.
It
in
has something. It's probably like.
Well, to be fair, I haven't eaten and I'm drinking vodka and Monster.
Yeah, but what's my excuse? I'm stone cold sober.
You had a few Skittles.
That's true. I think those Skittles were laced with something.
So.
Oh,
Anyway,
he took his glass off there. That was very Clark Kent of you. Where'd Garrett go? He's gone. Oh my god, he's gone. Sandy, why are you brushing your hair off?
And on my hair. No. Anyway.
Oh, we watched Grease. Oh, no, we watched the Friends reunion and then we watched Grease. Let's talk about the Friends reunion for a quick minute.
Yes,
because we're like,
please.
I don't know if anyone ever like catches our friend references throughout our podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we do a lot of friend
No, well, I mean, before we
references.
started this, you were like, okay, we're gonna have to tone down the Friends.
Yeah,
references.
because
I don't think we have done.
That's
that.
pretty much our whole Friends. That's pretty much our whole personality is just Friends quote.
We just yeah.
And like it'd be the most random quote ever. It'd be like, "Let's go get a coffee," and then we both be like, "Ha ha ha! That was so funny because we both know friends." And then people around us are like, "What?"
Yeah.
But we know. But yeah, we watched the Friends reunion together, and that was fun.
We loved it.
Yeah, like we were kind of hoping for like an episode, but like I still thoroughly enjoyed the reunion. It was quite emotional, I think.
It was.
Yeah, we were both like super bummed out after. Like
I was so yeah. I'm glad we watched Grease though after it though.
Yeah,
Because that lifted the spirits.
it did.
But you know, the Friends reunion. I was kind of like when it was announced, I was expecting like a movie.
I was expecting like I don't know, like a season or just like a special episode,
Yeah.
or a one-off episode or something.
But then they were like, "Oh, it's just a talk show." I was like, "This is gonna be so shit."
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna talk. But it was actually
it
done
was actually
really
good
well
because they did like bloopers and they did like never seen footage and like interviews and stuff, and like they reread like old scenes and stuff. So it was really good. Like remember that scene of what was his name, Matt LeBlanc like, dislocating his shoulder?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I forgot about that. I literally forgot about that.
Yeah, he like. Because like there's an, I don't know if anyone here watched Friends, but it's like an episode of Friends with Joey's in like a sling, and it's because he like dislocated his shoulder in the show.
And they show it as well.
Yeah, in the actual show, it's actually disgusting.
Like they showed like the dislocated shoulder in the bloopers, and it was literally on his hip.
Yeah, it was like all the way down his hip.
I was not
it was
expecting
so
that.
gross. I was not expecting that either. But it was still, regardless, very good.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. But then we watched Grease as well, and Grease is just makes no sense to me. Like I don't understand why it's like a big phenomenon. I don't get me wrong, I actually like Grease. I think it's a good movie, but like the actual plot itself
Makes no sense.
it has no storyline
Mm-mm.
to it. You know what I mean?
It's very toxic. I've said this so many times.
Yeah.
Because like when I watched it, like I watched it like the first time I watched it, I was really young. Obviously, my mum and dad like put it on, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
And then I kind of watched it like recent. I watched it a few days
Recently.
recently, and I was like, this is like very fucking toxic,
Yeah,
innit?
it is. Yeah.
But I feel like it's just one of those movies that you could just like watch and you don't even have to like pay attention. It's
Yeah.
just fun.
But like, the thing I just don't understand about it, it's like, okay, there's like, it just goes straight into their relationship. You know, there's no like backstory. It's them. They're on a beach and they're only like, it's having a summer loving,
Mhm.
they're having a blast, and then they're like, okay, they're in school together, but then it's like, he's been a dick to her, but then like, there's no like actual story to it. It's like I get they're like, it's about their relationship, but like, it's just like they go to prom and everything, but it's like nothing to do with them until the end where she's like, I'm a changed woman for you.
Yeah,
But I'm like, why are you changing for him?
yeah. That's why it's so toxic.
Yeah, he is. But I don't know, like it's just, and then like it's like the beauty school dropout scene. It's like, why is she in heaven all of a sudden? She was in a diner fucking 5
I
minutes
feel like
ago.
that was like her guardian angel.
Who was that?
I don't know. The Glee version was better.
Oh, Garrett loves Glee. He's watched like every season. Oh,
We
let's
watched.
listen to that.
I poured
That was-
too much in there.
That was a hefty swig of
I poured
vodka.
too much in there.
Never too much, babes.
No, but we watched the Glee covers of it after.
No, I was forced to watch the Glee
Yeah,
covers
and you
after.
enjoy it.
I
No.
did not enjoy it.
You cannot sit here and tell me that the Glee version of Beauty School Dropout and There Are Worse Things, whatever that song is, There Are Worse Things I
There
Could
are
Do.
worse things.
Those
I
two
could
are
do.
better.
I liked. No, don't. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there, guys. Hee hee. I liked Santana's version. Was it Santana who says
Yeah.
"I worst thing I could"? R.I.P.
Yeah. No, those two versions of the song. Why did I do that?
Oh, we
I don't know
wanna
why
do
I
shit.
clicked. I was supposed to do like a chef's kiss and I realised they can't see us.
Yeah.
So my mind was like, yeah, let's click. But
Sis. Ooh, Barracuda. I like that. Oh my god, you just open it. You just make prolong the inevitable.
My God. I was trying.
Did anyone hear that? That was vicious.
That was too fucking long.
Oh my God, look, you can see in like the audio when we laugh spikes. Like we're looking at our like recording thing, and like when you make like a loud noise, it just goes like whoosh. But yeah, like I don't know, like I enjoy Grease. I've watched it twice now, but like it just has no story to it. It's very inconsistent. Like in the scene, the track scene, she goes up to him like, "Are you not gonna say sorry to me for like being a dickhead?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I'm only joking." I was like, "He was a dickhead to you. Why'd you?" And then he leaves the poor guy on the bench or whatever,
Yeah.
and goes off with Danny. I'm like, okay, whatever. To be fair, he was a bit of a dream hunk now, to be honest with you.
Who?
Danny.
Oh, John Travolta.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dreamy boy.
Yeah.
But he looks like a fucking hot mess now.
Yeah.
I think that was like his only good look he had. He had one good look that one scene.
Hairspray.
Is he in Hairspray?
Yeah, he played a woman.
Did he?
Yeah.
I've never seen Hairspray.
He played.
It's like Grease.
Yeah. It's like Tracy Beaker. Tracy Turnblad. He played Tracy Turnblad's mom.
He did. I'm actually. Oh, that's John Travolta.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's mad.
Mm.
See, I didn't think he was like attractive in like Pulp Fiction or anything. It was literally just that movie.
Never watched Pulp Fiction.
You've never watched Pulp Fiction?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
We should watch it. No, I think you'd hate it, to be honest.
Movie night. Oh.
It's actually like I feel like watching Quentin Tarantino movies are an acquired taste. Not too like pretentious, but I feel like you either like them or you hate them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like they can be like boring to outsiders sometimes, but then I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of them, like because I think they're kind of like up my street.
That's fair.
Yeah. Have you not? Have you?
Right up your street.
Me to the taxi. I love that meme. You were right up my street. Have you never watched any Quentin Tarantino movies?
I think so.
Not Kill Bill or anything.
No.
We have to watch Kill Bill. You'll like Kill Bill.
Okay.
It's like a woman who's like taking revenge, and she's like a killer.
Oh.
West Side Killer. But it's like gore and action stuff, but like there's like comedy. It's like if a comic was like animate, like done live action, but like with all the like theatricals and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah, it's actually very good. But it's like a two-parter movie. It's not like 1 and 2. It's like a continuation. So the movie, it's Kill Bill Volume 1 and then Kill Bill Volume 2. So it's like a two-parter thing. But it just picks off right from where the last movie starts.
Well, that's
Isn't
good.
that mad?
We'll give that a watch.
We
then.
actually should. It's very good. Lucy Liu's in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Another reason to watch it.
Yeah, she plays Orenshi, which she's like she's like, I won't spoil it, but she's like an assassin or whatever. Assassin.
Assassin.
You know, it's like Charlie's Angels. Assassin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're still your best buddies.
Yes.
Also, things are kind of opening back up here in Ireland again now. I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
A lot of pubs and bars are doing outdoor dinings from next week, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to Belfast next week, aren't we, Gail?
We are.
So we're probably not going to do an episode for next week because...
Unless we take it on the road.
Yeah, we're on the road again.
Do it on the train.
Oh.
We
I didn't know we were at that level, but okay. I meant sexually.
What?
Doing it on the train.
Ew. Get your mind out of the gutter.
And get it on the train, dirty boy. Yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes, but most likely we won't have an episode out for next week. So we're just gonna have to do with the 6 episodes we're gonna have out. Is it 6 or 5? 6?
I think it.
7.
I think it's 6. I don't know.
6.
We're gonna give you guys a break.
Yeah, you're probably sick and tired of listening to us. To be honest,
so
anyway.
we're gonna give you a break.
Well, you'll have to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think we rambled on for enough.
For 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes, apologies. But yeah, so today's episode, we couldn't really come up with a topic because we were unsure what to do, but we just literally looked up like a list of controversial topics. And we're just going to give our opinions really quick on each of these topics. There's like 25 of them, and we're just going to kind of go through them quickly, and we're going to just like see if we're on the same wavelength or not.
Yeah.
I think most of our answers will probably be the same though.
I feel like we have.
Because we're both open-minded anyway and stuff,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Let's go with the flow and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have like a list of topics in front of us here. Some of them I'm kind of like, but we'll just go through them all anyway. So the first one is, it just says history is repeating itself, and I think so.
If you can see it in clothes.
No, it's more like I guess clothes as well, but I mean,
That's
like,
what I got.
I meant like more like, you know, like social status and like, you know, like racism and everything is becoming a huge thing and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
again, and like
no, I just sound
homophobia.
like a
He was
gobshite.
like, guys, like 80s clothes, come on.
I just sound like a fucking gobshite.
That's what I
No,
took from it. Well, I could go both ways, I guess. Because like a lot of like fashion and trends are coming back. You know, like a lot of people are getting back into like the 80s type of fashion. I think that's what everything, like trends come and go, but then they always tend to repeat themselves. You know, even the same with tattoos, like barbed wire tattoos were like back in the 80s or whatever, and now they're coming back, or back in the 60s and stuff like, and now they're coming back.
Really?
Yeah, everyone's got I love barbed wire tattoos. I'd get one done.
Should
I will.
do it.
I will. But yeah, I definitely think history is repeating itself, because like if everyone knows like the BLM movement that has happened into last year and is still obviously happening, because every day is a fight towards you know, peace and justice and everything. But last year really showed me like racism is still like
Very prevalent.
very prevalent in today's society. Like I knew like obviously racism still existed, but I did not think to that extent.
No. See, like you turn a blind eye to kind of things like that because like it's just so normalized on
Yeah, exactly.
social media, so you don't really see it until it's like
It's there.
a mass
yeah.
like protest type of thing. Or,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
even like with the whole like
which is sad.
yeah, even with the whole like Asian hate thing, like I've always had like racist things said to me in the past, but like you just kind of ignore it because it's like, oh, whatever, that's just thing. But then it's like you see like everyone like targeting Asian people because of like coronavirus and beating them up and stuff, because like old women and stuff. I'm like, they're not the ones
It's
causing
disgusting.
coronavirus. It's disgusting. It's like obviously it originated from China, but like not every Chinese or Asian person in the world has coronavirus. You know what I
No.
mean? It's crazy. It's like that's the same with like racism that's happening with black people. It's like not obviously, but that I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I have the word in my head. It's like with the, you know, like police brutality. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Police brutality. Like obviously black people are suffering from it, but like a lot of people will use stereotypes against black people, like, oh, black people sound like this or blah blah blah, and it's like not every black person or person of color is gonna act or sound
Yeah.
like something or like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy. So I definitely think history is repeating itself in that sense, for
Definitely.
sure. And it's like you'd think we'd be moving forward in society, because like especially with like today's generation, a lot of
Everybody's
people,
so woke.
everyone's so woke, and like everyone's becoming more knowledgeable and stuff, and I think it's more so our generation, but excuse me, but I think it has a lot to do with their parents and stuff. And this is the second topic.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go into that. It just says racism is a matter of one's upbringings, and I completely agree with that.
100% agree.
Because like it's the same as like wearing a dog. You know, if you're wearing a dog to be vicious, it's going to be vicious. You know.
Yeah.
Because Gareth has a Doberman,
Yeah.
and like they're like, you know, stereotypically seen as like
very vicious.
very
dogs.
vicious. But
Yeah.
his dog Colby is literally such a little angel. He's
It
a bit
is.
of a nuisance. Like
I was minding him today, and he's a big fucking pain in the hole.
yeah, but like he's such a baby.
He's
like,
such a baby.
Yeah, he's so cute, and like he even loves playing with the other little doggies and stuff. Like
He's scared of most little dogs.
yeah, he's so cute. I love Kobe.
But he just loves playing with dogs.
Yeah, he's not a vicious dog at all. So it's definitely the same as like racism. You know, if you're growing up in like a racist household, obviously you're going to be racist.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm going to put my hands up because I want to hold myself accountable. So like stereotypically Chinese people and Asian people can be very racist towards people of color.
Yeah.
And because like when I was like younger, I was taught that like having darker skin is bad because it's shown as like being like working as like a like, so like in China it's like if you work say in like the like if you're more tan, they see you as like working in the fields, so you're like poor.
Okay.
So that was kind of taught on me, and then like obviously racism was kind of a thing in my household, not a huge thing. Like my dad, he's Chinese, he wouldn't be like very racist, but he would just say like racist things every now and again. I kind of like grew up with that, and then I was like, oh wait, this is actually wrong. So obviously I educated myself and I educated my dad, and like I can guarantee you, like we both know we're not racist people. It's just like if you're in that environment, you're going to be racist. But obviously people I think can learn and change and grow, but if you're still in that environment, you're going to be racist or whatever.
The same thing happened with me, and not obviously the Asian thing, but my dad, he would have been very not like he wouldn't be like a fucking white supremacist, any of that shit. Like he'd just say offensive terms like around the house kind of thing. Like it obviously when I was younger, I kind of just like picked up on that. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, of course,
like,
when you're younger, you're so
like you think it's okay because your dad's saying it.
Yeah.
And not to call him my dad, but you know, but
yeah, same me. Oh, sorry, Dad.
like obviously like say that shit around like a young kid and they pick up on it.
You're so easily influenced at that age, you know, especially when you look up to that person, you're going to want to be acting like that.
Yeah, but like as you said, like last year with everything that was happening, like the Black Lives Matter and everything, we both educated ourselves a lot more than we should have, like should have in recent years.
Like obviously we knew like we are not racist people. Well, like, it's like obviously we knew things not to say, like blah blah. Yeah. But it's like even the term like AAVE, I had no idea what that was. No. But it's like, you know, it's like slang that was originated like black people. So it'd be like, well, I don't. It'd be like yes, queen, and like yes, it's like that's all like AAVE. Child child. Like that's like huge terms in like the gay community as well.
That's why I got very confused by that.
Yeah, I was so lost, but then you obviously read up on it and it's like, oh, it's actually originated, you know, from people of color and stuff. And it all has to do with your upbringing, for sure. So if your parents are racist and they're pushing your input on you since a young age, you're probably most likely going to be racist. That's not saying you're not going to change.
Yeah. But, it's kind of up to you how you.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get older, you have your own opinions and own mind. Like I said, that's why I kind of like I was brought up to be seen as like being tan or dark skinned is bad, but then obviously when you grow up, you're like, oh wait, that's not bad. It's just the way they are brought up as well, you know. But I've educated my dad, I've educated myself, and obviously.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing about my dad.
Yeah, of course.
He's not an offensive. It was just the way, like the era he was brought up in. Obviously, it was more like not accepted, but it was more like people would say these things.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so he would say it around the house, I would say it, and then we both kind of like educated ourselves.
Yeah, of course. Like it's a huge generational like gap between us and our parents. Like my dad is like 30 years older than me, so obviously like when he was my age, things were completely different to what they are now. You know, like you wouldn't have any of like terms like I don't know like non-binary and stuff. You wouldn't have any of those type of genders. It would literally just be like seen as a different thing. Yeah. So now it's like great that in this day and age we can like educate each other, and then we have the internet there. Because like the internet wasn't around when my dad was my age and stuff, so it's like we have this all here to learn and grow and stuff. That's what's great about the internet.
Like my mom and dad used to say like homophobic stuff all the time.
Yeah, as well. Like I'm a gay boy.
Growing up, and I was like, at first I was like, you know, didn't even like, what's the word? Like it didn't even hit me, like, you know. But like as I grew up and kind of found out about myself, I was like, oh, yeah. But like, obviously they don't do it now.
Yeah, of course, and like as well, I think it's like. That would kind of happen. No, my mom was never like that, but my dad would always be like, because my dad was like voted no in the referendum and everything. He's like,
oh really?
Yeah, he's like, that's a sin. And I was like, I was kind of not coming to terms, so I kind of knew I wasn't straight, but I was like, oh my god, I can never come out to my parents. But he's fine with it now. Like he's really accepting and everything. It's just his upbringing in China as well. Like it's very like strict and like very like traditional there. So it's like men have to do this and blah blah blah. So obviously he's gonna be like that. But now he's like. Fresh as a daisy.
Love that.
He's love that. He's like, go fucking be gay.
Yeah. So supportive.
Love that. Yeah, and the next one is
actually before we went on, I said homophobic, like about my parents. They're not.
Oh, okay.
They just used to say Sliver Max. That's all. He
was like, Gary, you're a fucking fag.
Yeah, that was an offensive, not an offensive term, but that was a bit harsh. But anyway,
no, of course. But yeah, the second one is the assessment of students must be optional. So does that mean like tests and stuff, or like?
We really should have proofread these.
Yeah, we're not the smartest one. I think assessment. I think that means like checking up on them.
Is that like the Drumcondra tests in primary school?
No, I think assessment is like you know a test. Like, do you know what I mean? Like assessments must be optional for students. So like
the junior cert and that.
I think so. Oh, that's I don't know. We're just gonna go with that. I don't know if that's what it's actually asking, because it doesn't say like is this. It's just like the assessment. So, I think with school, I don't think it should be optional, because I think obviously you need to learn, you know, in school. But I think with like subjects and stuff, I think it should be like actual useful information, and it shouldn't be forcing hundreds of subjects onto one kid to like, because like, it's so crazy to me that like in Ireland we have a thing called the Leaving Cert, so it's kind of like your final exam at school, but you have to do 8 subjects. It's like, how do you expect one person to learn 6 years of work for one exam for 8 different subjects? It actually makes no sense. It's too much. So I think like if they had stuff like how to pay taxes, how to drive, realistic stuff. I think languages are great. Even learning sign language and stuff, that can be great as well. Or say if you are interested in like, I don't know, art or whatever. I know we have art and stuff here, but like it's very exam based. There's like no room for expression in the art exams. You know, like in the art exams, it was like you have to do this, you have to do that, like that. It's like our teacher's always like, you have to be expressive, art is so expressive, but then when it comes to exams, like, you have to draw this in 40 minutes, you have to draw this in 20 minutes, so it's like there's actually no room for expression. So I think like if you're gonna put youth into like situations like this where students are wanting to learn and become, because that's where I think most people become themselves, not become themselves, but obviously you kind of get a grasp of who you are in school. Obviously people can thrive outside school, but I think like you get the main like kind of foundations of yourself in school. So like I think like if we pushed more like kind of like optional stuff, like how to like drive, how to actually go, like how to get job interview skills and stuff, because like no one teaches you how to prepare yourself for an interview. So I think if we had those, we'd be more advanced as a society, even, you know.
Like Irish as a subject, like I mean, I don't know how many jobs you can get with
none. I don't think you can do anything right.
It's bad. Like I would love to know Irish like fluently.
Oh yeah, me too.
But at the same time, what job aspects does that give you?
None.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's not much point in Irish. As sad as it is, there's not much point in Irish as a language, and it's compulsory. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I'd love to be able to learn Irish. Like,
I would love to.
We just can't. This Irish is just taught so bad here. The only way you can really learn Irish is if you go to like a fluent Irish speaking school.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's many in Ireland anyway. There's a few, but like there's not, like they're not that popular. But yeah, and it's all about maths. It's like maths. It's like, okay, obviously you need the foundations of learning how to add, subtract, blah blah blah. But I don't think you should have to do like, you know, applied arithmetic and statistics and all this stuff. It's like algebra and stuff. Like, I understand if you want to go into maths or science or whatever you need to learn, but like, why do I need algebra for the real world?
Yeah, they need to be revisited, I think, and just broken down. Let people
choose. I think once you need because like most things, phones can do most of the adding and subtracting you need now. I literally don't even need to count anymore because I just have my phone. Yeah. And like, who doesn't have a phone?
Yeah, honestly.
Unless you're like obviously like
Amish.
Yeah, but like everyone has phones, you know. You can use it to add, subtract, blah blah blah. It's like I don't need algebra. It's like if I had 2 apples and 1 orange, I'm like, how does this equal a pear? Show me. Like that's what they'd be like in maths, and I'm like, I don't get it.
True.
But yeah, you just don't need some of the subjects to teach in school, and like especially as well, I think a lot of people maybe would even do school more if they added subjects people are interested in, and like real world.
If they had more choice in it.
Yeah, like real life skills, like maybe like even like a cooking class, you know, because people don't know how to cook. Like just learn how to cook yourself a meal.
I mean, they have home ec.
Yeah, but that's not really even that. You barely cook in that. Like it's mainly baking as well.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
So,
yeah.
And as well, a lot of home ec is to do with like the human body and stuff. It's not actually like just baking.
Yeah.
Just like I think practical subjects, you know, and unless you want to go into history or blah 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 and do the specific things, you shouldn't be forcing other subjects onto people, because then a lot of people don't go to school because they're like, I'm just not interested in it. Yeah. You know. But
I'm a prime example. Anyway, move on.
Yeah. This kind of rolls into another one. It's like wearing a uniform is a violation of human rights. What do you think?
I mean, I have mixed opinions about it. I kind of like, obviously it is kind of like kind of restricting like people to kind of like wear their own kind of clothes, you know, be comfortable in what they're wearing. You know, not everybody feels comfortable in a school uniform, it's obvious, but like it's at the same time I don't mind it, because I mean I don't know why I don't mind it. I'm like, it's easy. Do you know what I mean?
I think obviously uniforms, I don't think they're a violation of human rights, because human rights, I feel like, are like a very touchy subject, but I think human rights are things that are like necessities. Do you know what I mean? It's like a human right would be like to be able to get an abortion because it's your own body. Yeah. And I get like wearing a uniform, like it suppresses like individuality and expression, but I think like if you're in school or in a work or like somewhere that you need to wear a uniform, I think it's okay because it's part of like their business or the brand. And I think as well, uniforms in school I think are good, because a lot of people in school would be like, I think a lot of people in school, if they did have the option to wear clothes, a lot of people, you know, can afford different clothes more than other. I think
into a fashion show.
Yeah, and I think that stops a lot of bullying as well, because like I know growing up I didn't have like the most money, so obviously my clothes weren't like the nicest or whatever. Like, and then I know if I went to school and I saw someone, because I used to get bullied in school a lot, and like, and I went to school like with just like whatever I was wearing, people would rip the shit out of me for what I was wearing. So I think in that way, if wearing a uniform stops like the social divide
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
for sure. So like there's no like people being like you're poor, blah blah, or you're rich. So it's like you don't have to compare yourself in that sense, but it does stop a lot of individuality. Like I think dress like school uniforms are fine, but I don't think like wearing piercings or having your hair done differently
That
affects.
I
don't
don't
get that at
understand
all.
that
Like I
at fucking
yeah,
all.
I can get behind school uniforms, but like not being able to wear your hairstyle a certain way or wearing a piercing or
Or
blah,
wearing
blah, blah.
makeup or all this shit.
How does that affect
I
the
never
uniform, or how
understood
does that
that.
affect your ability to learn?
When I was like 17, 18, I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it now,
I
even
don't
though
understand
like
it
I'm
either.
more grown.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that can be distracting. If someone has fucking red hair sitting in front of you, you're not going to be staring at someone's red hair for the entire fucking class.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. If your hair is a different color, who cares?
And it doesn't affect your ability to learn as well. Like,
No.
if you're gonna learn, that's all up to your brain. Do you know what I
Oh.
mean? Unless the hair dye is seeped into your brain, but like it doesn't happen like that.
This is another thing schools need to like...
Reevaluate.
Yeah, because it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I just don't agree with it. And as well, it's like the same as like tattoos and like the workplace as well. I don't understand. Like
Yeah.
we already kind of touched on this in like one of our podcasts, but I still don't understand. It's like unless you have a fucking cock on your forehead, fair enough. Don't
Yeah.
hide it. But then it's like, what's a rose gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, even... Remember in our school, they wouldn't allow... Was it our school? They wouldn't allow beards?
Yeah, they wouldn't allow beards.
They wouldn't allow guys to have beards.
But it's like men grow facial hair.
I was like... Because I remember somebody came in and they had like a beard and somebody sent them to the bathroom to shave it off.
Yeah.
I was like, are you for fucking
Like,
real?
What do you want me? Like men grow facial
These
hair
are all 18-year-old lads
Yeah.
and they're being told
to shave.
by a 50-year-old woman to go to the bathroom and shave it off.
If I go back to school, I tell all my teachers to fucking suck a cock.
They fucking need to at this point.
Honestly,
Like,
they need to fucking
Jesus.
stick up their hole. Like, actually makes no sense.
I forgot about that until now. Jeez.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that as well. To now, it's actually mad. It's like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Fucking facial hair.
yeah, it's like men grow facial hair, or like everyone grows hair. It's
Yeah.
like it's natural. Like, what do you want me to do?
You
Like,
should not be fucking dictated into fucking...
shaving your hair off.
Oh,
Yeah, 100% agree with you. 110% agree. This one kind of ties into the whole school thing as well. It's like there should be a specific class at schools devoted to drug abuse awareness. What do you think, Gareth?
I think so. I mean, in... Again, like 6th year kind of religion, it kind of like... It's not really religion. It's just more like...
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It's more like life's...
It's kind of like culture
Yeah,
and stuff. You
it's
know,
kind
it's a
of-
lot of different... It does still touch on religion. It's kind of like CSB in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of becomes CSB.
Yeah.
So it's more like politics and stuff.
I feel like that would have been the closest we had to a...
Like a drug abuse class.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been the closest thing. But I do think
I think there needs to be
there
one.
needs to be more like classes that are focused on fucking
Informative.
real life.
Yeah, like especially like sex education and stuff, you know.
That needs
Same.
to be, yeah.
Because like obviously sex education, they show you like how to wear a condom, how to blah, but they don't really touch on, you know, like STIs or like
Or gay sex.
or gay or lesbian sex. It's like because like I as a gay man, I did not know I'd have to fucking douche and all this stuff.
Fun fact for you, when I was in 4th year, we had... Okay, when
I
you're
know
in
how to
6th
douche
class...
now,
when you're in 6th class in primary school, you're like 12, whatever, right? You have like that sex ed kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? That's fine. And then you go into secondary school, and then in like, for us, it was like 2nd year or something, we had like a more in-depth one. It was either 1st or 2nd year, I can't remember. But as the years went on, like, blah, blah, nothing really happened, kind of found myself, blah, blah. In 4th year, I remember I was walking back from this shop on lunch with my friends, and like they were just talking about like sex and stuff and sex and stuff, and
oh yeah, baby, get that fucking.
they were all like
cock
just
out.
talking about it, and like they were like, oh, Garrett's fine, like he didn't even have to like buy condoms and all this kind of stuff because he's gay. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's great. Like if I did not like read up on shit or like find
There you
out
go,
about
like,
all
and
this shit,
especially like because like HIV and AIDS and
It's-
everything is so rampant in
you
the gay
need
community.
it.
I don't think it's I think it's just HIV now, because I think AIDS you can stop HIV becoming AIDS.
you can treat HIV.
Yeah, you can treat HIV. So HIV is actually very treatable now. But like, literally, I would not have known that unless I looked up the internet.
I was in 4th year.
Yeah.
I was like, was it 16
Yeah,
maybe?
because
And
they
I
don't
still-
teach this. They don't teach this in the gay,
No.
because it's like they see condoms as just like a contraceptive. They don't see it as actually like using it to
Protection.
protect yourself. Because like not only because like as well like straight couples and everything, they can still get STIs.
Yeah.
Like they're very common as well. Like but most of them they're just like, oh, let's not wear a condom, I'm on the pill. But it's like you're still, unless you're like with the partner that you know you can trust and they're clean and you know you both like know you're just with each other, that's fine. You don't need to use a contraceptive unless you're, or not, you don't need to use a condom to like protect yourself or anything, or if you want to be 100% clean, careful, whatever. But like they didn't teach us about PrEP or anything as well.
No, nothing.
PrEP is like,
we had to find out this all by ourselves.
And PrEP is like basically it's like a pill you can take to stop like STIs for men, like AIDS and stuff. HIV. Sorry, I keep saying AIDS. It's like we have to learn this all still. And as well, I was like just because a guy takes up the ass, it's like we still shit there. Do you know what I mean? Like no one told us we'd have to get rid of the shit or how to like douche or anything. Like, and I get like obviously the majority of people in a class will be straight. You know, so it's like a very small minority, but that minority still needs to be touched on. You know.
Yeah.
It's like because people just don't know. Especially with like female women on women's sex is like.
Yeah. But we don't know much about that.
We don't know much about, but like, do you know what I mean? It's like a lot of people are just like, oh, girls just scissor and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like no. There's like no. There's like obviously you know women they either use toys and stuff to get off and stuff. So it's like they need to be educated on that as well. And I'm sure there's still STIs women can get as well. So it's like we need to be taught this more.
I mean, it was okay for, well, not really okay, but it was like it was there for us because our group of friends pretty much were all gay.
Yeah.
So everybody was able to like educate each other, but like most people don't have that. So it's just like it's protecting a lot of younger people.
For sure.
So that's it needs to be reevaluated.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. You've after dropping your iPhone XS. Well done. And this brings us to our sponsored portion by Casetify.
I wish, imagine. Sponsor us, please. We should just at them, like, completely. I think we should just do one more and then we go wrap it. It's like a shorter podcast today, guys and girlies, but please bear with us. I think it's still fun. I think we're, like, actually speaking very well.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think I'm using
I won't remember most of this tomorrow.
Oh, fair. I think I'm using a lot of big words. Do you think so?
I don't know if you caught that burp or not.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Wait, we do this one because we were talking about gay stuff. It's like same-sex couples should be refused to adopt children.
This is so fucking stupid. What do you think?
That's all. I was like waiting for you to say something.
That's all I have to say.
No, I definitely think like same-sex couples should not be refused to order. I should say to order children. I'll get the chicken chow children, please. I'll get the number 32. No, I don't think same-sex couples should be refused to order. Why do I keep saying order? It's not Amazon.
Amazon Prime. If you want to use my account.
They should not be refused to adopt children. I think you can be refused to adopt children if you're unsuitable or unfit to like obviously mind the child for their life. But like, why are we being refused just because a man wants to adopt or a woman wants to adopt? They're like, well, they don't have a male figure in their life or they don't have like but it's like most relationships either have a feminine or a masculine person in the relationship, so it's like they have them anyways. You know what I mean?
Is like, I remember in when we had like the marriage equality vote over here, and everybody like who was against it were turning it as they were turning it into like they were basically bringing up children about it, right? And there was so many people in town who were protesting this, and me and Lana were out in town one time, and
Lana is a friend.
Alana is my BFF, and
excuse me,
one of my BFFs, and basically like Alana's argument with it was, 'cause she's like pretty much grown up with her dad, right? So she's only had like a male, like a quote male figure in her life, right? So they were saying like you need like a male and a female figure in a child's life for it to like succeed and everything. And Alana was like, well, I've only had like a male figure in my life pretty much. So like they were getting heated about that, and this is outside Trinity College, and I was like, oh, let's keep it clean. But like Alana was like spewing good points, like I can't remember because this was years ago, but like I don't know where I was going with this, but that was my experience with it.
Yeah, like you just don't need.
You don't need that shit.
No, you don't. Like, obviously, like having a female or a male in your life can have some benefits. You know, like obviously, like if you have, say, if two men adopt a girl, and obviously, you know, like girls have like they're monthly. It's like obviously sometimes it's good to have a woman so they can explain it, but obviously there's stuff you can do to prepare yourself. You can educate yourself on it. You know, so it's just like for something like that. sometimes would be beneficial, but like other than that, why are two men or two women not capable of being parents?
It's like their fear of, like, say, only having like a male presence in a child's life is that like the little girl will turn out to be a lesbian.
Yeah, but like that's not how it
That-
works.
Even so, what the fuck? Like, who cares?
Yeah, it's like as well. It's like you don't. It's not like a whole racist thing. If your parents are gay, you're gonna grow up to be gay. Like no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You don't choose to like who you love. Like, do you know what I mean?
Even so, even if it does happen, who gives a shit?
Yeah, like, who gives a shit? But like, I'd hate that like arguments. Like they're gonna grow up to be gay. It's like no, you don't actually choose. I think that's the argument I hate. So like people are like you're choosing to be gay. It's like oh yeah, I'm choosing to be fucking
Bullied.
a minority and bullied and discriminated against for loving someone who's the same sex. Like why would we choose to be gay?
Yeah.
Like if I had the option to choose to be straight, I would be straight because you would just get away a bit easier. I'm a man and
Especially me.
Yeah. There we go. We would
Like, if I was straight, I
be
would
a
have
white male.
I would have everything. I
Yeah.
would be a white
Yeah.
male. Like, I would be a straight white
Literally.
male. I could walk away with murder.
Yeah, honestly, exactly. But it's like, why? I'm fucking a double minority, like person of color, and
Yeah.
I'm gay. So obviously, I'd be choosing to get rid of one of them because it's like obviously, don't get me wrong, I love being gay. I love that like me being gay. I'm more secure in myself. I'm experimental with like my fashion and like I feel like I'm very self-expressive.
Mhm.
But like, obviously, we still get a lot of hate, for being gay. It's like even in the tattoo industry there's a lot of discrimination against gay people, so it's like why would I choose to be discriminated against if I could just take the easier route?
If you could be straight, you would have such an easier life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, why would people want to go through all this?
Yeah,
fucking
literally,
struggle?
like especially because like we have to come out, it's either like we have to come out and we have to we wonder if we're going to still be accepted by our families or not, because that was like a huge thing. I was like, oh my god, if I come out, because my dad is like was homophobic at the time because he's like Asian and stuff. He's not anymore, but it's like if I come out and I'm just like disowned by my dad,
Yeah.
it's like that's such a worry, and like Gareth has like a very homophobic like family in the States, and like he just are you out to them or what?
See, here's my thing, right? So, my core family, or like my family, like my mom and dad, and my brother, obviously talked about this before. Like they would do like not homophobic like remarks. They would, homophobic remarks.
They would, yeah.
They weren't like homophobic, but they like make these sly remarks about like other gay people. So that kind of prevented me to come out, and then I finally did. I came out to my mom, and then my mom told my dad, and I think my mom told my brother or whatever. I don't even know how it went down. I just told my mom, and everything just rocked. I don't know. Who knows? To be quite honest, frankly, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
because I don't like not that I don't agree, but I don't think gay people should have to sit everybody down.
Have to come
it's
out.
Such a stressful fucking thing.
It's like because you're just so filled with anxiety, Because
it's just who you like.
Literally,
it does not
should
matter
not
at all.
That's why I was like riddled because my mom for weeks before I was like planning on coming out. She was like for weeks, are you okay? You're like being bullied again, and I was like no, and she's like you're just so quiet all the time. And then I eventually came out, and she was like, why were you holding this for so long? I was like I just wanted to make sure you still loved me after I came out, but we literally should not have to come out. Like we should just be. It's the same with straight people. They don't have to come out. We should just be able to like, yeah, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just bring a boyfriend home, or if you're a lesbian, bring or whoever you love or whatever you love. It's like just bring them home. And be like, yeah, this is them or this is whatever, and that should be it. Should be nothing else.
But my homophobic American family. Let's talk about that for a minute. Yeah, they're quite a bunch.
Yeah, no,
two of them are dead.
Good.
Oh. They were the ones who were on FaceTime with my granddad when Barack Obama was in office.
Oh.
And I remember... No, I didn't hear this. I wasn't there. But my mom told me that they were like, get that N-word out of the office.
Jesus Christ.
I can't remember what age I was.
Yeah, they're very like...
I was younger at that... I was like
they're very like
15
Republican, aren't they?
They're very... Yeah, they Trump supporters... The main two Trump supporters... The Trumpets. They're dead. Remember... Who had a go with them on Facebook before? I think it was Adam. We were on a night out.
Yeah.
That was fun. Anyway, but they're dead. So, and then we have, like, if you looked, I'm not gonna give them clout, but if you like, their Instagrams.
Oh yeah.
Shit. If you looked at their
they're Alabama boomer shoomers.
They're like proper.
Howdy y'all.
They're proper like,
Yeah, they're very like Republican, Southern like. like, what's it, blue state or is it red state, whatever
Whatever it is.
They're
like,
very just pro-Trump.
If you looked at their, you would know instantly by looking.
Yeah,
at
you
them.
see them as like, hi, my name is Amy Schumer, and I bet, what is it, Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer. But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, like, luckily I don't really have
That
help.
bitch, my cousin who's from over there, she came. They came over here, and they were like, "Do y'all have Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." So I gave them my Instagram. They're like, "Cool, I'll follow y'all."
Yeah.
I was like, "Cool." I was like, "Cool, whatever." And then they went back to America, find out that she unfollowed me. I was like, "Right, fuck you." She's a cheerleader, but you know.
Yeah, bitch. But yeah,
Don't know where I was going with
no, but anyways, yeah, it's like, it's just ridiculous that people even have to come out. I don't know how we went from like
where did we go?
yeah, we went from like,
What
should
was the
people be able
topic?
to like it was like, should same-sex couples be able to adopt?
Oh yeah,
But then we're just like,
they should.
full Alabama Schumer's. But yeah, no,
should.
it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
it makes
to
no
me.
sense to me. But like, here we are living our best lives, so who cares?
That's it.
Okay, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap this episode up. We apologize because this was. I feel like this was kind of like not heavy, but it was kind of like a more serious one.
I think so.
I feel like we weren't as like messy, or we weren't as like
well,
lighthearted.
at the start we were.
Yeah, but like we're more so kind of like focused and zoned in on those topics we're kind of talking about. I feel like we kind of.
And I hope so.
I think so. I think we kind of voiced ourselves well, and I think we kind of touched on more, not serious topics, but I think it had a more serious tone to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
I think it was a good one. I like those
I
topics. We
think
should do
so.
this again.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed that.
When I don't need to go to the toilet.
Garrett's like doing a river dance
I'm
right
doing
now.
like crossing my legs.
Let's see how long we can go before.
No.
Alabama boom Schumer.
Because I will pay my hell.
Yeah.
I will
I have some
pay my
puppy
hell.
pads if you want them. To what?
What?
I have some puppy pads if you want them. You can go in the corner.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'll just.
Hold it in.
I'll go to the toilet.
Again, this week we forgot to ask for questions and stuff. He is burst. He's standing up now.
I'm doing a little tap dance.
This week we forgot to ask for questions and stuff. But we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Too Drunk to Be Sober. Next week, or no, apologies, we won't be doing an episode next week, but we are going to be talking about school life and our experience in school.
Yeah. And
because
how we were mistreated.
yeah, because I think we both have experiences in school. So
We both didn't go to the same school.
yeah, we
It's
both didn't go to the
58.
same school, but obviously we're both gay. So we both have different experience at school, but you know,
Yeah.
it kind of all results down to the one thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode. We appreciate it so much. We are Too Drunk to Be Sober, and
I need to piss.
I need to piss. That's at the Gar Print. if you
Oh,
wanna
at the
follow-
Gar Print,
At
that's
the
my
Gar
Instagram,
Print,
yes.
and then our Instagram is at Too Drunk to Be Sober. We're on all streaming platforms. TikTok, go follow us there. Everywhere, underwear, I don't care, and my Instagram is at
Finish.
Dad.
Sorry. I thought you were finished. I was like, finish it up.
Okay, well, look at that spike in the audio. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Garrett's gonna wet himself, so
Jamie's Instagram is Jamie Dodge.
I already said that if you're listening.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but thanks so much for listening, guys. We love you all, and we always appreciate the love and support. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Oh, go piss, girl.